Hey everybody, happy Monday. Happy late Father's Day to everybody in Juneteenth week. I hope everybody had a successful weekend. But today on this Monday, I'm here with Mikey two times. Can you introduce yourself?
What's up, Will? My name Mikey two times. How everybody doing?
And
Our
you
viewers.
say that again. I can't hear you.
I say how everybody doing, our viewers.
All right, so Mikey, you are known by Mikey two times because of you a rapper. What did you get the name from?
It actually it's crazy because it came from one of my friends. He passed. DC, you know him. He passed a while ago. It was a joke and it kind of stuck. He told me, I told him he looked like Lloyd Banks. Oh, you look like Mikey out of recess because I had the little fro and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was chubby and shit. So he like, yeah, you look like Mikey out of recess. So the shit stuck. I took it, made it a brand, and came on Mikey two times. There it go.
Okay, the two times is from what?
I don't know. It sounded catchy to me, so I made it work.
Mikey two times. Okay. But so your rapper name or is that's just the street name or is both combined? You're
Both.
Mikey two times. Okay, you Mikey two times to the streets and Mikey two times on the rapper.
Yeah, I got like six different names, so it's like double M, Mikey two times, Mikey Mill, shit. It's a lot of shit. Two
But which
times,
one do you use when it's time to introduce yourself on the rap side?
Mikey two times.
Mikey
But
two
I'm just
times.
saying that I go by a lot of different aliases, but it's Mikey two times.
Okay. How was your Father's Day weekend?
It was it was it was alright. It was fun, you know. That rain fucked it up, but everything. Other than that, it was alright. I woke up this morning to like shit. This motherfucker came and took my car. They towed my car, so that kind of fucked up my day right there.
Oh
That threw
wow.
me out. Yeah, that threw me out. So yeah, I'm going through all this shit trying to go and get my car out.
Well, I appreciate you still having time to do the podcast today. So we just wanted to know a little bit more about you and the music. How did you come up? Because I did see, because I am following you on social media, that you dropped a mixtape this past weekend,
Yeah, live from the trenches. It came out Saturday.
live from the trenches.
Live from the trenches.
I'm just live with the trenches. I can't hear you.
Live from the trenches.
Okay, live from the trenches, and what that album is about.
It's kind of this my first big project I dropped. I've been having people on the up and style for like 5 6 years. You know, everybody been waiting on me to drop a project, and I finally this just I feel like this just my introduction to the game. You know, it's kind of a mixture of my story, telling like what I've been through in life. You
Right.
know, some of the stuff I've seen, some of the different things that I want, but you know, I'm
Okay.
making it happen. So
Right. And that's everyday life. You getting up and you trying to make things happen. But how is that coming from as you call it the trenches? It could be hard in the trenches trying to make something from yourself, but then could still be wrapped up. Not trying to diss like peers or anything like that, but it's always a distraction. So how do Mikey stay dedicated to put like a project out there or make yourself this well-known rapper with being from the trenches?
I mean, me personally, for anybody, I feel like it's more harder coming from Chicago than most places, you know.
Hmm.
But I just try to stay disciplined, stick with it. You know, I've been doing this rap shit now for like what 10 years, 10, 11 years. So I just try to stick with it and get better as I go. I really feel like I got better and more disciplined in jail because I ain't had nothing but time to write. And
Okay.
there, I expanded my vocabulary and expanded my mindset, and I was able to learn from my mistakes, which we do every day out here. And that
Mhm.
kind of grew me into the artist that I am now. You feel me? Just
Oh,
different life adversities. That grew me to the artist I am now.
that's great, especially with being a father. Like, whether if it's a boy or girl, you just always want to set a good example, being a role model.
Right.
So I really do appreciate that. Not even just from my point of view, but just being a black man, because it's so hard to get wrapped up into the system life or the everyday life. You got to try to want some way out of it, something better for yourself. And what if you think that's something major? Not that's a major move from you, because you just said your everyday life is in the trenches, but you was able to learn and put it towards something else.
Yep, that's how I go. You feel me? And I feel like every mistake I made now that made me a better person, a better man. So like you feel, I feel like life is about change now. You can't stay the same person.
Absolutely.
You can't remain with the same mindset. You gotta learn and
Absolutely.
grow with everything. And that's
Absolutely.
what I did. So like I said, live from the trenches out now. I feel like every song on there gonna reflect on my life, and it should touch a lot of other people because you can relate to it. And this is the first of many. I just want to say, like, this is the first project that I put out on national screens to where it's like global, but it's gonna be this the first of many. You feel me? I'm just blessed. It's actually doing great right now. These
Okay.
last days, it's doing
That's
good.
the blessing. I see. I thought you was gonna send me some music from Live from the Trenches, but I don't know the video clip that you did send me. But can you introduce this video clip for those who are watching, so they can get a little bit more about you? So this is not from Live from the Trenches, right?
That's on there. That's on there. That
Oh,
track.
it's on there.
Yeah, that's one of the tracks.
Okay, so can you introduce this music video so that everyone can know Mikey two times?
Yeah, this video is called AMG. Yeah, I mean this was kind of one of the first songs where I went into that Detroit lane because like I'm a versatile artist. You know, if I like it, I try it.
I sent a couple
So
tears.
like this is my
I
thing.
talk to since I'm ready to pay my fears. Listen, kill you an ass yeah. You bad yeah. One nigga spend his cash yeah. Kind of
Right.
fast yeah. Let them stay up in a bag yeah. They mad yeah. Head down to her ass yeah. Pay some cash yeah. Her she wanna be a stripper yeah. Got a super yeah. Last nigga mad. Left him in the past. Boss up on his ass. Every knee thinking about what that I want my weapon yeah. I ain't finna sleep. I need some medicine.
I
My time I
understood.
ain't no telling. Go all my jacket you can smell 'em. Gucci bubble trips, ain't no penalty. Bitch, please, we ain't trying to talk, let's go Pittsburgh. I was rocking
Oh
some
my
shit,
gosh,
when
you
I
look
was
like you
back,
turned up in here.
walk the
I was
slip, I tell her I'm on the friend, to a tank.
That's nice.
yeah, I was feeling.
That's dope. It seemed like you got a lot of support from your friends. Guys look like you was having fun, whether if it's violence in there or whatever. I just feel like this, especially coming from black men, you always have to know how to protect yourself. And whether if everything is used for a prop or whatever, because nowadays social media has this way of trying to bash someone before you can even get a name for yourself out there. So just because you have that in your video does not mean you're promoting violence. It's a prop, and I like the music video. So during the music video, what was the song really about?
It was just I went more so like that song. I wouldn't even say like that wasn't even really. I ain't really put no effort into that. That was like a fun song. I felt the vibe in the studio. Just kind of like that. That's just a party song. Something to make
Yeah,
people
it
feel
is.
good, dance to, move to.
That's good. So now music that you write is much more on a what type of level? Is it more of club bangers or
Like I said, I'm
I'm sorry, your sound going out. Oh wow. I
I
think
said
we
I'm
lost it.
versatile. I'm different. So it's like I change it up on people. I change it up. Like I could make club bangers. I could get spiritual. It's like I could
So you
goddamn
believe in
whatever
God?
however I'm feeling.
You
Yeah, I
believe
could
in
do it
God?
all. Pop. Yeah, pop. Goddamn it, whatever. I could do it all.
Do you play any instruments?
I used to play the guitar. I
The
used to play.
guitar. Used to play the guitar. So now when you make music, is it just like you're just free writing, or do you like take your time and you writing all your music, or you like you said, you'll just go off the vibe of how you feel when you're in the booth?
Um, like I said, I goes with how I feel. Like when I write my songs, I feel like I write my best music off emotion.
Okay.
Like whichever situation I'm going through at the time, I feel like that's how I write my music or however I'm feeling at that moment. Um, sometimes like I'll be thinking and I might say some hot shit in my head just off the top of my dome and don't even write it down. And I'll be mad as hell the next day when I'm trying to think of a song and I'm like,
Right.
damn, I just said some shit, just I can't get this shit right for nothing. But
Right.
now, like I said, I come different. I just go off how I feel.
Have you done any type of like local talent shows or anything? What are you doing to get Mikey music out there heard with this platform that you create?
Um, like really, to be honest, that's one of the things that I need to work on. Like doing more shows, get my name out there more. I actually the last thing that I did as far as a show was in Atlanta. It was at a little club. We did like a little thing at a club. It was more so like an opening up, and what I did some stuff with here with the DJs of Chicago. It was called New Music Mondays or something like that. All the hot DJs here, they heard my music and they loved it. They like, man, where you been at? It's
Okay,
crazy because I know like it's like I definitely need to because I got the talent. It's just gonna take the right
absolutely,
ears to hear. The right ears just gotta
absolutely.
hear.
And you know another thing though too, growing up, you'll be surprised like all the talent that's surrounded by you. Just for example, you would think just seeing every on an everyday basis who would be supportive or beneficial from you. Like now, I started a podcast, so now my podcast is like iHeart. I'm working on Pandora, but I do also know like comedy shows. And you can if you like to get your music out there, you can open up for different like upcoming comedians and things like that. That's what this platform is for. Because a lot of people don't think everyone is important. But like you said, you have a passion for music, your talent. So if no one have the time to listen to you or really care to support you, when will you be considered like top music as if you're such a famous artist or something like that? So this platform here is for any upcoming artists, any upcoming business owners and things like that. We black. Let's try to stick together and promote one another. So I have some leads for you. I'll send to you when we done with the podcast. But speaking again about music, who would you like to work with? Have you ever thought like collaborating with anybody?
Um, I mean, my dream collab would honestly be Thug, cause like I said, I idolized a couple artists in the game. That was one of the artists that I idolized being in jail, and like I use him and his metaphors, like shit that well not his metaphors, but his rapping style. I used that and kind of collabed with my own and created something different. And that was like
Right.
something that nobody ever heard here. And they like, damn, you sound like you a damn Atlanta artist when I rap. And that's why I say
Okay.
I'm able to venture into different lanes just off here because I'm more of a if I see it or I hear it, I could do it. You feel me?
Okay. Okay. So do you know how to sing a little? Do you make chorus to your own music?
Yeah, yeah. Truth be told, I used to be in in a choir when I was younger. But
When you
yeah,
was a fat kid, you was in the choir.
yeah. So that
No, I'm just asking though, because you keep saying when you was younger. So you
yeah.
got the name Mikey 2 times when you was younger. You played drums, and then you was a singer.
I played the guitar and I was
Oh, the
just
guitar. Okay, the guitar. I'm sorry, the guitar. I'm like you're a Ruben Studders around here. You
ah.
now, but any music that you do make, is any music dedicated to any type of ladies? Do you see doing any type of music with anybody that not even just a well-known artist, but a friend that you know? I know a lot of people that can sing good. Have you ever thought about just putting someone on a chorus part and you do the hook?
I've thought about it. Like I've actually wrote songs for some female artists, and it's just like I've been thinking about it, cause like I have a hard time with expressing my feelings when it comes to love songs. So I try to write stuff for females, and I don't know,
Why you
maybe
have a hard time expressing yourself? I mean, you got to draw a different crowd to you. You can't just keep the guys, as your listeners.
that's true. That's why it's some songs where I did express myself. When I express myself, I kind of tell on myself. So I
Uh,
gotta stop doing that. I gotta
but
stop.
storytelling is good. It's not just about putting people in your business. It's also keeping a different crowd. You got to be versatile. And you say you're versatile. So, you got to put something out here for us ladies too. We want
And
to listen to something,
I think it's some stuff on the tape that you ladies is gonna like.
but it's different type of ladies. Let's clarify that. Like let's just, you
Yeah.
got the ones that like the club music, and then you got ones like myself. I want some wine. This is something that you pour your heart out.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't always
I
want to.
I mixed it up. I mixed it up. So I feel like it's stuff on there that the ladies can listen to. You could just vibe to. It's not all club music. It's not all trap music. Bang bang, shoot 'em up on that. It's different. I promise you, it's
Nothing's
different.
wrong with that if that's your music. I was
No,
just
no, no, no.
saying.
Like I said, I'm a different artist. So when you
Okay,
listen to it, it's a
right.
mixture. So you'll be like,
Okay,
damn, like, you wouldn't even expect it. You
coming
wouldn't
from you.
expect that coming from me.
Okay.
It'd be
Okay.
like, damn. That's why I say it's worth the listen. It's
So when
definitely.
are you going to do any more music videos to these to this mixtape that you put out? Like when can we look forward to more music videos?
I actually have a video shoot this week. This week, I believe that was set for Thursday, and then I have a video that I just shot recently. It's not. It ain't. The song didn't make the tape. Unfortunately, it was. I said if I go deluxe, maybe, but I know I probably don't do a deluxe. So maybe it might make the next tape. This video I just shot, but I know the song. Everybody gonna like the song. I just did it with actually one of my artists. His name T Glizzy. I did it with one of my artists. In that too, I had a label. That's a blessing. The label's been doing good as well. The label's expanding because there's more people from the community that want to do music and they
Right,
come to me and they
right.
want to learn. So it's people that are falling under my label. The label's doing good, which is Authentic Music Group. It's doing
Okay.
good, and I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Okay, blessings to you on that. I know how it can be starting out some things. Every day has its up and down. But as long as you keep faith into it, you work on it every day. You're gonna be more than just Mikey two times. They think they listening to Lil Baby now. You gotta manifest that. That's just what's going on. Cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a radio podcaster. Just watch. You're gonna be like, Dang, I remember I got on her show. I thought that was minor. Be careful.
For
So
sure.
you never know who you walking past or who you dissing. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Sometimes people come in your life for a blessing. So I never wanted to, seem like I was bashing the music because you putting out club bangers, but I'm just saying you just keep the adversity about yourself to just think about other crowds because it's some women's out here we in love. And what if you feel like you telling on yourself, it might sound dope coming from you, because you from the trenches. And it's like, how many guys do you get that's rough every day that's really gonna be honest with you?
Yeah,
Change the game up.
that's true.
I'm just saying. So I see you smoking. You say you done had a bad day, but at the end of the day, you still blessed because not only did you wake up today, but you still got another a day to wake up and put music out there. So what's coming out after the Live from the Trenches? Are you working on something after that now?
Yeah, I am. It's Tears Before the Race. That'll
You
be
got a
my
lot of
next
catchy
project.
titles to this
Yeah,
music.
that'll be my next project. Tears Before the Race.
Tears
That's
before who?
the Race.
So I'm expecting you to come back, right, and share that with us too, right? You got to stay tuned in to us.
Most definitely, most definitely. I'll be back for sure. For
That's
sure.
good. So y'all heard it today on Let's Be Real. It was Mikey two times, and he introduced his video. His mixtape just recently dropped this past weekend, and it's called Live from the Trenches. So now we're gonna get into a little bit about just everyday life, because you say you making the music live from the trenches. So what situation you think you have really been in that could relate to any music that you have wrote so far?
Mm, I mean, going to jail for 3.5 years. And then be going through so much death, like death every year. Like I lost somebody every year, and that kind of took a toll on me. You know, and it's just like everything, every situation. Like I said, every situation I've been in is reflected in my music. And I try to be as real as possible. I don't try to do no capping. I don't try to do no cap rap at all. I don't try to talk about nothing I didn't do. Like you feel me? Like at first it'll be like I might talk about this car, that car, that car that I never had, and I had to slow
Okay.
down on that because I'm like I ain't got this yet, but I want it.
Right.
So I just try to relate to a lot of real life situations that I've been through and personally that I know people go through every day.
Do you think, well, have you ever listened to any artists right now today that you feel they do cap through their music?
It's a lot of rappers at the very end.
But how do you know if you're not living a everyday life? Because I want to know you didn't have those cars until you just told me. Like I had to slow down from that. So I'm saying, like, not being argumental, but I'm just asking, like, do you really think that those rappers be capping a lot in their music?
Yeah, it's a lot of cap rappers because it's a lot of them that say they was from here and from never did shit. You look at their background, this motherfucker, the shit come out, this motherfucker grew up in a gated community or you feel went to a good school or a private school or the area that they grew up in wasn't even nothing like what they claimed it was. So I feel like a lot of people do a lot of cap rapping.
Do you think coming into the music industry that do you feel you have to change anything about yourself to be as big as any other well-known artists is now, or do you feel like no, I'm just as big as them right now, I'm just not, I don't have my fan base up yet?
Yeah, that's it. That's all for me. I don't feel like I gotta change nothing. I mean, at first it was my biggest thing was the image thing because now it's like I talk to PRs and shit, and they like it's all about image. And motherfucker want to
Mhm.
see this and they want to see that when they look at you. So it was more so as if I had to get my image together and get some people something to look at, which I did that part. So now shit, I feel like well, hey shit, I'm listening to fan base shit, and a lot of money to rap deal shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. So where do you, if you, when you do, I'm not gonna say if because we manifesting, when you do become this big rapper, are you planning on relocating out of Chicago, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell
I see a lot of rappers like that. What's it? I don't even know his name. FGB Duck. Is that his name? Like, if you got big, why was you still here in Chicago? So I'm just asking. Like, you don't gotta hide. It's okay. You
yeah.
yourself.
Nah, cause when I'm smoking, I ain't gonna put it on camera because I'm scratched out.
Okay, that's cool. I respect that. But I'm saying once again, this is my show, so you can't get banned or nothing like that. I want you to be comfortable. I'm at home, so
Oh
and I
yeah, for sure.
appreciate
Nah,
you.
this is just my personal thing. I wouldn't even.
Okay, good. You
I
say I
ain't,
respect my own
I
stuff and my
ain't NBA
own.
young boy. I ain't NBA
Oh,
young.
okay.
I ain't
That's right.
NBA
You got
young.
NFL chopper. I don't know none about these new artists, but my kids,
Motherfucker ain't finna screenshot me into it. Yeah, look what the fuck you doing on this podcast.
you already worried about paparazzi. That's what I'm talking about. You say I'm already famous. They'll come for me at any type of time. That's right.
I'm hood famous right now. I'm trying to get global.
Oh, you gonna get there. You getting there already. Know that. After they done with this, y'all can listen to the audio on iHeartRadio. And y'all heard it from Mikey two times. So back into like the everyday life though. Do you feel like when you under the influence, you put out more better music, or that's when you?
I learned the secret that drugs take you to a whole nother like it enhanced my sound. I feel like drugs enhance my sound. I not weed too much because you be slow, you be a little
Okay.
slow, and your voice get harsh. But drinking and like you saying out ecstasy, I feel like that helps. It enhances my brain cells and make me think a little better or get a little catchier.
To each his own. Do you? So when you ran around and you are off of these narcotics and you're feeling yourself, what
Right.
rapper do you listen to, or do you listen to yourself?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. I listen to myself a lot, but I
So
try
you
to
don't
listen.
have no favorite rapper?
I do. Like I said, I try to listen to other artists to get inspiration or get inspired. I try to stay up with the wave. So, like I said, I fuck with Thug. Baby, I just started listening to Baby a lot. Baby is yeah, he that. I started listening to Baby. I fuck with Gunna. Drake on my sensitive side when I want to listen to Drake. Me. Uh, I used to fuck with Sosa, but he fell off and shit. Sometimes a little dirty. You feel? I don't really, but
I ain't
yeah.
heard you say one rapper, and maybe it's just me because I'm a female, but I love Money Bag Yo. You don't like him?
Oh yeah, I fuck with all the Memphis rappers. I fuck with all of them. Like they metaphors hard, but really what I've been fucking with hard is the Detroit rappers too. Like Babyface, he different. Him and V's, I fuck with them. Different.
Have you ever like listened to music, even though they probably not into, because nowadays it's no secret a lot of guys are into games. Have
Yes.
you met any other type of rapper or artist lyrically or vocally in another game that you think you could do music with, but you can't because of the violence when it comes down to the games? Why you laughing? I tried to make it as possible discreet as I could.
uh,
No,
uh, I mean, it was an artist. Um, we was cool before all this shit transpired. We was cool, you know, and we was working together in jail. And before that, you know, when we was younger, we used to talk about it when we was hustling and shit. We used to talk about, y'all want to do rapping, I'll rap and shit like that. We used to transpire from jail. The bond had grew, but you know, once blood shed, it becomes different. And once you come back to the world, you in reality now. So that's when it all sets in, like that we can't fuck with each other.
does that suck though? Because you might could get money together. Like,
Yeah,
how do you think that?
I believe in the perfect world. In the perfect world, if none of this shit was going on and Chicago was different, me and him would probably be the two hottest rappers in Chicago because we was hot and we made good music together. Like it was said, like if you could win the county, you can win the world.
Absolutely.
Two of them people that had people in the county singing our songs in every division.
Oh wow.
People stealing songs, and I wrote. They said they so wrote my song, and said they wrote his song. It was just different. And I feel like
What
if none of this shit transpired, we definitely could have been big together.
that kind of sucks. So what do you think that could possibly change? Do you think that can ever like come to an end? Because it's not even just, I don't think men have it bad. Women too. You know, we can benefit from each other, but if it's a problem or a situation like, oh, you used to go with my nigga, I don't like you, so now we can't get nowhere. Girl, you probably got something I could promote or I can buy, you know, and then like you just said with the guys, me and you in a different game. Like, what do you think we can do as black people that probably can change stuff? Like, how can we help?
I mean, Chicago is different now. It's not like how it was in 2013. I mean, well, not 20, well, yeah, 2013, 2012. It ain't like that no more. The culture changed here now because everybody want to be shooters. Everybody want to be hot boys. That's the new
Nobody
thing.
really want to be grown men. You
That's
don't see
that's
that no
what
more.
that's what was popularized here, and that's what our city is known for. So with that being popularized, and that's all the young kids growing up seeing now. That's all they want to do. So it's gonna get worse before it get better, because it'll never be a point here now where it'll be like it's chill because there's no longer no big homies. Don't nobody believe in no laws, and ain't nobody trying to hit shit. It's outrageous. So I don't really feel like it's nothing to fix this. It's nothing that can fix it because it's too overly popularized, and it's popularized by the big rappers.
Right.
So if it's popularized by the big rappers, that's the cool thing to do. So if it's trending, that's what everybody follow now.
Yeah, the
Everybody
music
follows.
that they're putting out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I was just about to say that, like, you know, when it comes down to music nowadays, a lot of rappers put out in their music how to diss women. And then when you hear the women rappers, they dissing out how to diss men. So it's like, is that what's gonna always sell? Do you think your music that you put out can still be a hit 20 years from now? Or do you think you just still have to speak on a genre-based music to where you still have to blend in with society?
I feel like you gotta do. You kind of gotta stick to both because you don't want to distance yourself too far apart to where now it's like, you're not talking about some shit that sell because that's all the labels care about. They care about sales, and if
Yeah.
you're not selling or you're not coming off as appealing to the people, ain't nobody gonna want you on their roster, or shit, ain't nobody gonna want to listen to you. So
Absolutely.
I feel like you just gotta stick within both lines. Like it's okay to come with some righteous every now and then, or to speak the truth on a situation. You feel speaking your mind on something.
Right.
But I feel like that's not something that you can globally do on a consistent basis, because then you like nobody will really want to hear you. Like I mean,
Right.
yeah, it's some conscious rappers that's doing well, but still you see those conscious rappers still gotta go back to talking about murder or killing somebody. They're just making it sound smart in a sophisticated
Right.
way. That's
So
it.
they can keep their audience up.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you said everything pretty clear to wrap it all up, but I just was wondering, like, do people not realize that the music that they're putting out is really corrupting our minds, or have everyone feeling like they should live up to their expectations? And really, in reality, those rappers, like you said, they probably capping a lot. So you around here bashing your homies or backdooring them when he probably, the rapper that you listening to, probably not really like that. So I really don't know what to say because I'm not in the rap field, but I know um I feel like a lot of the stuff is poisoning our minds because we can't. How many white rappers do you hear though, or you see they putting out music? You don't see that. I don't see no more white rappers, Asian rappers, Hispanic. It's always our black, and we just fuck that nigga, take his money, swallow his, oh fuck that bitch, and
The,
this
the
that
white
like.
rappers, the white rappers is all about beer, to about getting drunk, shit, partying, and
They're about beer.
scams and shit like that. That's what the white rappers do. That's
He
cool.
rapping about dams and beer. I'm done.
And when them
Eminem
when
wasn't rapping about that. Why ain't another him ain't came out?
yeah, like when white rappers try to talk about street shit, they looked at as goofies. So they try to stick to like Jack Harlow. If you heard of him, he a new rapper. He white. He out of Kankakee. Now he out of Kent. What the fuck that is? Kentucky. He out
Okay.
of Louisville, same place ESTG from. He hot right now and shit. He don't rap about gangbangs. He rap about scams and parties and shit and people. That's what he stick to his lane, which I honor that, and it's making
Right.
it.
That's what's up. Well, are you doing any type of photo shoots for like any album covers, or do you think all your album covers is gonna have Mikey on there smoking the narcotics?
Oh no. See, actually, the picture, the album cover from Live from the Trenches was professional. That was a professionally took shoot. I guess I was smoking, but shit, that was hey.
That's everyday life. Hell, I smoke too, but I'm just asking.
And so yeah, a lot of my I have took some professional pictures. I'm gonna build up a better portfolio with them, but yeah, I have took some professional pictures about 3 4 times, and I'm definitely I'm gonna get more advanced with my album covers. Cause I wanted to kind of tell a story, but I feel like once I do that, I want to know like this project, this is the one, this is it. You feel me? Cause I might feel like it's it, but the world might not feel like it's it. I want to know that feeling, and I get that feeling, and I know like, and I can look around and be like, yeah, this the one, and I can put that stamp on it.
Have you ever felt like that? Well, that's holding you back because you feel like you're trying to perfect your music or your brand so much that is delaying fans from really getting to hear you, or know your albums and your mixtapes that you putting out.
I feel like that has played a part in why I'm so delayed on my drops and stuff like that. Cause I mean, like I said, this tape been in the making now for like 5 years. I've been dropping in between time, but the tape's been delayed for that long, and I finally got it out. Cause I was in a dispute where I was signed to a label, I had to buy myself out the deal, all this thing. But I I I feel like yeah, that did play a part, and I'm trying to stay more consistent now. I want to drop music at least every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Get people get my name back in people's ears, so people know like yeah, that's him.
Okay, that's cool. So I appreciate you though for coming in here. And before we do wrap it up, for any new viewers or any new fans that you have created, what is an advice that you would tell them, and also how they can tune into your music?
My advice would just be stick with me. Rock out with me. I promise it's only gonna get greater.
Okay.
Check out my music on my YouTube channel. It's Mikey two times MikeyTwomez. I'm also
I'm
uh
sorry.
I'm also on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, any major streaming platform. I'm there. My Instagram, Mikey two times.
Okay, and so before we let him go, we're going to just play a little bit more of it for those who missed the video. And Mikey, can you tell them again the name of this video that we're sharing?
The name of this video is AMG. Recently, it's on the tape, live from the trenches. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Stay blessed.
Let's be real. Thank you,
I
Mikey.
got the plug in
Until next time.
well, let's go get it gone. You ain't get no money, nigga, get you gone. Visit back to back, they say we rich your arm. Replace that bitch of chrome on a broken heart. I was trying to kick this shit, got in the shootout. He got hit in this shit, now he'll cool out. Lot of hundreds in my jeans, call me Southside, my slide. Put up if they walking through a mouth wide. They just let my brother put them back in it. Walk inside the sack, about the sack with us. I don't even know the price, back it up. Couple G's on this flight, I ain't even added up. Yeah, I ain't that, check it out. I shed a couple tears. Pop the pressure since I'm ready to face my fears.
Alrighty. Thank you, Mikey, for tuning into Let's Be Real. Don't be a stranger now. You gotta let us know when you put out more music.
For sure.
And be looking out for me to send you some leads that I know, like even with professional photo shoots, upcoming coming shows where you can, look into to lab performing and things like that. So stay safe and always be true to yourself. Keep your faith in God and keep that role model going on for them babies. Okay.
Most definitely. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Bye bye.